Hello everybody, let's do a simplification exercise playing a blues. Why a blues? Because the blues is a very important element in the modern music. I'm sure you play and listen to modern music, and I think if you understand how a blues works, you will understand many things. In other words, if you don't understand how a blues works, you can't understand anything, nothing. What's a blues? A blues is two things. We link the word blues with all the music, black people, John Lee Hooker, Muddy Waters, B.B. King, Freddie King, Albert Collins, Stevie Ray Vaughan, something like da, 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 da. Okay, all that is about the style. It's a big style and it's the father or the mother of many other ones because blues is in the root of many styles. But blues in the same time is a musical form, a 12-bar structure with a specific chord progression with many variations. But if we analyze music, we will find blues form in many styles. Of course, pop, rock, jazz, soul, funk, country, but there are blues in bossa nova, in heavy metal, even in salsa. That's what I said is very important. If you are a beginner and you want to play a blues, you will learn a bunch of very easy chords and a very easy chord progression and a very easy scale. Everybody knows this famous minor pentatonic shape. If you put all together and you add a simple rhythm, you're playing a blues. And works very well because it's simple, it's easy, but mainly because the sound is strong. It's so similar to the music you heard in many albums, in movies and the TV, and makes you feel you're playing real music in few weeks. To develop this knowledge, try to learn more shapes of the same chords to have more options. Try to extend the scale on the fretboard and try to add expression elements to your phrasing. But mainly have fun. If you want to play a blues, it's probably because you like to listen to blues music, and I'm sure you heard something like this. Okay, sounds good, but those notes are not in my minor pentatonic, so what's happening? In that moment you're ready to go to the next level, and the next level is called major blues. But remember, have to be simple. In a major blues, the chords have a major third. It doesn't mean major chords. In fact, a dominant seventh chord makes a major third, and the minor seventh is the fifth. Okay, too much information is not necessary, but keep in mind, major third. And remember, the third is a very important note in any chord. In a blues in the key of A, the first chord is A, this is the third. And this is the same A chord in different position. And this note is not in the minor pentatonic scale. So a very important note in the chord is not in the scale. Let's use it. maybe now the phrasing is softer, maybe with more musicality. If you think, okay, now we have a 6-note scale. No, it's a minor pentatonic and we add the third, 6. No, it's 5 plus 1. To use colors is a good trick. Black dots, minor pentatonic, and red dots, the third. The next chord in this blues is D. It has a third. This is the third in different position. And this note is not in the minor pentatonic again. So let's use it. And now if you think, well, we have two different scales. Well, not really. It's the same minor pentatonic, but the red dots are in different position. It's very easy to tell the difference. A good exercise in this moment is to practice the changes. 2 bars in A, 2 bars in D, and focus your phrasing on those red dots. But take care because the red dots in A are not available on D. In fact, the sound is pretty horrible. The last chord in this blues is E. It has a major third. It's not in a minor pentatonic. So we have a new bunch of red dots. Now we are ready to play a simple major blues chord progression and focus your phrasing on those red dots. I think it's pretty easy to feel the chord changing, and this is strange because there's nobody playing chords. In the bass line I played the root and the fifth, and all the harmony information was in the phrasing only. Playing on this way, your phrasing and your playing has sense because each note has a relationship with the harmony, and it's very easy to feel the weight of each note in each moment. Sometimes a note sounds great now, but in the next bar is horrible, and some notes are neutral. And you will find the right order of all those notes, and I can't help you with that because it depends on your music, your influence, your reference. But of course, practicing playing and listening to a lot, you will find your own lines. And now I have to be honest, playing on this way using red dots, there is a problem. Everything I've said are tips, not rules. So you don't have to play the major third, the red dot of the chord. Because if you do it, you will play always the same. You will probably create 3 or 4 transition lines. And your playing become probably too obvious. And of course, it's gonna be boring for you. In my phrasing, I prefer to respect the motif. And if the red dot is on the way of that motif, okay. But if it's not, I don't care. And let me show you an example. In this motif, I'm playing the red dots. I'm playing the major third of A. And if I change to D, I keep the motif, but I'm not playing the major third of D. Even in this one, there's no red dot, so it doesn't matter. There's a way to play red dots but not too obviously, and is using quarter tone bendings. Mainly it's about guitar playing, a piano can't do bendings, and is a very important element in the blues guitar phrasing. Robin Ford is a good example of that. Of course, Robin Ford is a good example of many things about blues. If this note is the red dot, it's the major third. So this one is the minor third. If you play from the minor third and you start a bending, if it's complete, you will play the major third. But playing quarter bendings, you start the bend, but it's incomplete, and you jump to other note. So the note is going to the major third, but not really in the end. And it's a good way to avoid the strong sound of the major third. But take it, because now your phrasing is gonna be too bluesy, and maybe you don't like that feeling. If you are not beginner, probably you are a better guitar player than me. And maybe everything I've said is too simple, even too stupid for you. Okay, but try to do a similar exercise of simplification. Try to play from simple structures, because that's the best way to free run memory in your brain. You will get a distance and you will understand many things, and mainly enjoy the music and your playing.